I know moving to a new state in a new city can be super stressful, but can it also be super exciting, especially if you're moving out here to Hawaii or thinking about making that move out here to Hawaii, right? Living in paradise, that kind of lifestyle. So in this video, I'm actually going to give you 6 steps to help make this more of a seamless process, to help it make it less stressful, and we're going to get after that right now. What's going on? Welcome to the Living in Hawaii channel. If you are new here, this channel is all about what it's like to live in Hawaii, what it's like to eat, sleep, play, breathe, the up, down, left, and right. Everything that you need to know if you're thinking about making that move out here to Hawaii, or if you're already living in Hawaii and trying to find that place that best fits your lifestyle. If you are not new here, welcome on back. Make sure you all hit the like button. It helps anybody else be able to find this information. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you get notified anytime that I put a new video out on this channel. And look, we get so many people reaching out, calling, texting, emailing, scheduling their own Zoom appointments with us with the link down in the description below. And you can do the same thing too. People do it all the time. And that's actually what we're going to talk about in this video too. But you can send me that text, you can send me that email, you can slide in my DMs, you can schedule that appointment down with the link in the description below. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when moving to Hawaii. I promise you, moving to Hawaii does not have to be as stressful as it may seem, even though I know, right, we're across the Pacific, right? And I know it's expensive to even get out here. You can't necessarily just get in the car and drive here as if you were moving to Texas or another state, right? You kind of just cheap plane ticket over there and go cruise around the areas and check out the communities, or get in the car and take a road trip to check out some of the neighborhoods and the communities. Can't do that, right? Here, you gotta get on the plane and you gotta head out here and you've gotta start driving around the neighborhoods. You're gonna wanna do the touristy stuff, but then you're checking out the neighborhoods and all those other things. But look, it does not have to be this stressful, and we're gonna head into right in with step number 1. And the first step is going to be reach out to us. Now, I know I just kind of told you this, you can reach out to us. People do it all the time, and they do. And what's funny is I get this a lot too. When people call me, if they call me and I answer the number, or the line, sorry, and then they go, whoa, you this is you? And I was like, yeah, this is me. And they're like, wow, man, you put your number on a channel, like you put your number out there on YouTube and you answered. And I was like, yeah, I do. Either myself or someone on my team will, and we're here to help, and we're here to support any way that we can, and to give you a more realistic idea of what it is. Maybe you're thinking about making that move out here and you just want to find out if it's even a realistic possibility for what it is that you're trying to do, or you're already making that move out here and you're just looking for a little bit more information. But yes, you can reach out to us. You can send me the text if that's what you're comfortable with. You can give me the call. Myself or someone on my team is going to answer this phone, but you can do the call. You can send me an email, right? I got my email up here and it's on the channel and down in the description. Or if some people just head straight to that Zoom link, you can head to my website, however it is that you'd like to do it, and then you can check my calendar and you can book your call with us. And on my calls, myself, member of my team, and our local lender partner, Ridge, he's also in some of these videos. He's on our call too, not just for financial reasons. He is there to help with any financial questions, but he's also been here for a long time, and he can help give you different ideas and perspectives depending on your lifestyle and those types of things too. So again, first step, you can go ahead, just reach out to us. Send us that text. Hey man, saw your YouTube channel, think it's awesome, or I don't think it's awesome, whichever. And we're looking at moving and making the move out there to Hawaii. And I just wonder if you could help us out with some questions. Number 2 is going to be identifying your home criteria and your location. And I think location is one of the biggest things that we talk about, whether it's you're calling me, texting me, or if you're on the Zoom call. That's one of the biggest things that we talk about. We talk about your goals, your priorities, right? Your lifestyle, what it is that you're planning to do. Are you looking to plant roots? What is it that you're looking to do? But also the location, especially for families, right? With a lot of families, and I have 2 boys, right? With families, schools becomes, okay, where are the schools? What school district do we want to be in? Does it have what we're looking for? Does it offer those things? Okay, for single working class individuals that may want to be closer to downtown Waikiki, right, or North Shore, something like that. They want to be closer to the beach, the waves, whatever it is that your lifestyle is. Identifying that location or locations to start looking for. And we know that buying a house is more than just bedrooms and bathrooms, right? There's a lot of other things that come into play, factors, yard, garage, right? All these types of things, whether you're comfortable with townhome, single family home living, condo living, those types of things that we sort of identify, and that's going to help set us up for the next step, but we're going to stay here for right now and talk more about that. When it comes to home criteria, this is one other thing that we have to manage when it comes to moving to Hawaii, and that is managing your expectations. What I mean by that is out here, you're not going to get as much bang for your buck, supposedly, or so to speak, right, as if you were on the mainland. Now, everything out here in the islands is more compact, right, where we only have so much island and everything is more compact, so therefore you're going to be spending more and getting less. We just have to manage those expectations when you start looking at homes, especially when you're looking through Zillow or whatever website it is that you like to look at. You can use my home search site down below in the link. It's in the description down below, directly tied to the MLS. And it's got a really nice interface, and it just happens. It's a very smooth website, but not to toot my own horn here. But yeah, so identifying your criteria, managing your expectations, and also trying to find that location, whether it be proximity to work, schools, whatever the case may be, that best fits your goals, priorities, and lifestyle. Step number 3 in our process to help make this less stressful and more seamless is going to be setting up your custom home search and customizing it specifically based on kind of what I just talked about with your home criteria. What are your goals, priorities, your lifestyle? What is important to you when it comes to finding your home? When we can set up this custom home search specific to you with our new website that I was just talking about, and it has a lot of great features and really just kind of picks up on the styles of homes that you're looking at. It's really that user friendly, but also that intuitive, that once you start looking at homes here, it's really going to start picking up on what it is that you like to look at, and it's going to start putting those in front of you as well. But when we set up your custom home search, whether you're renting or buying, right, this is going to help alleviate a lot of the stress when you're looking at a ton of things that are either just way out of your price range, or that just are you don't even want to see these homes. Why they're not in the area that you've identified, or areas that you've identified. They're just not in that ballpark at all. So instead of having to sift through all that with our custom home search, we'll be able to make sure that we're sending you the right homes that definitely meet all those things with your required criteria of bedrooms, bathrooms, location, yard, garage, whatever the case may be, right, when it's fitting those criteria, especially one of the most important criteria being your ideal monthly budget, right? That's something that is huge. And not just purchase price, right? When purchase price, we see these purchase prices, but what we like to dial in on is your ideal monthly budget. And this is going to include not only the purchase price, which is going to equate to a mortgage, but we're talking about HOAs and maintenance fees, especially if you're looking at condos down in Waikiki, or even some of these townhome communities that have like $500 HOA fees. If you're buying a home and you're looking at, okay, well, I got a $1,800 mortgage, or I got a $2,000 mortgage, but I got a $500 HOA fee a month, and now my payment's $2,500 a month, and that's just a kicker right there, and it can be a game changer. So we really hone in on your criteria and set up this custom home search to alleviate the stress of having to filter through the junk, so to speak, right? But that's going to be step number 3 in our process. Quick interrupt, I just wanted to let you know that on this channel we have more than just videos of me talking like this, where I'm actually outside in the communities, tons of vlog tours when we're talking about identifying the location that it is that you may want to live, and you're trying to get better eyes on it and see what the community really looks like, what those homes look like. We have tons of vlog tours on this channel. I'm talking Hawaii Kai, Kailua, Ewa, Kapolei, Mililani, you name it, we have been there and done it. So go ahead and check those videos out. After this video, they're gonna pop up for you right here on the screen. You can just go ahead and click them, and it's gonna take you straight to those videos. Number 4 on our list is going to be scheduling your dates that you're going to be visiting. So with the process of moving to Hawaii, a lot of people actually that frequently travel to Hawaii end up deciding to make the move. They travel here once a year, twice a year, maybe sometimes even 5 times a year, and they're like, you know what, why don't we just call Hawaii home? We're there enough, right? We're there so much. Why don't we call Hawaii home, and then we'll come back and visit our home now that won't be our home in the future, right? So a lot of people that move here have already been making the visits. If you're not familiar with the area, and this happens too, people have never been here and then they move here and love it and buy a house. So, and plant roots here in the islands, right? And they just love the culture and all these other things that we talk about on this channel. But scheduling your dates to come and visit is key. And I have a lot of people that are on my calendar, and I have the dates of when they're getting here, because we're going to start going around. We've already had our Zoom call. They've already reached out. We've already had our Zoom call. We've already talked about all the things that I've talked about from steps 1 through 3. And they have scheduled a time where they're going to be here for a week or less, usually, right? If not more. And they're going to be here. And in that time frame, we go ahead and we identify dates that we're going to spend on certain areas of the island, right? That time on certain areas and homes in those areas that we've already identified, the locations, the criteria, all those things. They're going to get here, and I'm going to schedule showing dates where myself or a member of my team is going to go out there. We're going to show these homes. We're going to talk about what this situation looked like, depending on what it is, the financing options, your goals and priorities with the home. So scheduling those dates can be vital to the home buying process, making sure that you actually boots on ground, stepping foot in the door and getting the real feel of the size and the space, because we talked about managing the expectations, but understanding the size and the space that what you may be looking for online, because the goal with every picture online is to show more space, more lighting, right, and make it look nice and beautiful. When you actually get boots on ground, foot in the door, these things can be a little bit different. So definitely want to schedule those dates, and we can talk more about that when you're going to be out here, and we can identify some properties to go look at and really get the feel for these homes. Number 5 in the steps to make this a little bit more easy and seamless is, again, on our calls, we're going to talk about securing financing. Have you already secured financing if you need financing, right, to purchase your home? Now, again, my lender partner and business partner, Ridge Nelson, he's with the Veterans Mortgage Source. He is on our calls, our Zoom calls. And again, he's not only there to discuss financing, and he's not there to pitch and sell you a loan. We're not here to sell you a loan and help you out with the, like, oh, here, buy this, like, you can work with me. We're here to help educate the process, right? But we're also here to help educate your ideal monthly budget. Because like I said, there's things that play these factors, such as the HOA fees, that we help you dial in and understand that you may want to have a certain ideal monthly budget, but that may bring down a lower purchase price if we're looking at higher HOA fees and these types of things. So on our calls, we'd have a spreadsheet that we can go over, and Ridge is on the calls, and he can answer any questions. If you may be a first-time home buyer and not have any idea about the process, whether that be conventional loan, FHA, if you're looking at using your VA home loan benefit, which we definitely specialize in as well. These types of things and questions we can definitely educate you with on those processes and help you really understand what it is that you're buying when it comes to using a mortgage and financing to purchase a home. But this is one of the key steps, especially when you're moving here, if you're thinking about purchasing a home, is go ahead and securing that financing. That way you're not moving, right, and all your paperwork is stored away and you can't get your documents. Even though a lot of things are digital now, you just can't get your documents and you don't have access to those types of things. You're going to want to go ahead and do that. So that is something that we definitely talk about and discuss and help educate you with. Last but not least is going to be number 6, which is managing the process. And what this really boils down to is the open lines of communication, right? Strong communication in this process is going to be the key. We make sure that everybody is in the loop. And so what we do after our calls too, you get basically a recap email. We're making sure we're all on the same page. Ridge is CC'd on the email. My team and assistants are CC'd on the email. Everybody is in the loop. We have everybody making sure that they're on the same page with you and your goals and priorities and your moving process out here to Hawaii. So communication being the biggest part of this process, but also helping manage and understand the home buying process for Hawaii as well, because it could be different, and it does differ from state to state, depending on what state it is that you're coming from. You may have already bought your house in your state, and you may need to sell your house in your state, and that process can be different that you went through in that state and city versus what it is out here in Hawaii. So we talk about that, managing that process, but also just, again, the open lines of communication. Going back to, if you do need to sell your home in your city and state, we can definitely help out with that too. We have a nationwide referral network of agents that we trust, we know, like, and trust. If you don't already have an agent to help you sell your home, we can definitely help you out with that too. Again, open lines of communication. So now you have an open line of communication from the city and state that you're already in where you need to sell your home. And we're already working with that agent to make sure that those timelines are in place and that you're hitting all these timelines, right, and time blocks when it comes to, okay, I need to sell my house. This may be a 30 to 45 day process. Within the sale, or within a week after the sale, or 2 weeks after the sale, whatever the case may be for your timeline, you're moving out here to Hawaii, and now you're going to be staying in a hotel, Airbnb, or you're going to rent for the first month or 3 months, whatever the case may be. And then you have some time to really get situated and get your feet wet. And again, this is all things that, like, we talk about on a daily basis with people all the time. So just wanted to make sure that you're aware that communication, open lines of communication all the way through the process. And if you need help selling your home in your city and state, we can definitely help out with that too. Those 6 steps right there, calling us, reaching out, having that conversation. It doesn't matter how far out you are. We have literally gotten a text from somebody as far out as 2026. We've had people anywhere from 2 weeks to 2026. It does not matter how far out you are. If you are thinking about making the move and you just have questions, you can, again, send that call, text, email, however you want to get a hold of us. We got your back when moving to Hawaii. If you have made it this far in the video and you haven't already hit the like button, please do so. It helps anybody else be able to find this information. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get notified anytime that I upload a new video on this channel. On this channel, we got tons of vlog tours, all kinds of things that you can go check out, where I'm taking you around the communities and showing you what it's really like to live in Hawaii. And those are going to start popping up for you right now.